Hi guys, it's Angie with Fun Endeavors Tie-Dye Lab. Today let's make an ice-dyed geode shirt. I prepped the shirt like normal and I have it turned inside out. To begin tying the geode, I'm going to grab the lower corner of the shirt and lift it up off of the table. I'm going to give it a couple of shakes just to make it fall kind of naturally, and then I'm going to slide down to the very bottom and begin tying from the bottom. I'm going to use sinew to tie the lines. I'm using sinew because sinew is wax coated, and so when I wrap it really tightly around the shirt, it's going to form a waterproof barrier which won't allow dye underneath this area. That's what makes the white lines or the rings in a geode shirt. I'm also going to vary the distance that I put between each of the geode lines. I'm going to make some of them closer together and some of them further apart. I think the more random you make a geode look, the more natural it looks. I'm also going to periodically lift the shirt up off of the table and give it a shake, just to make sure I don't end up making the lines too perfect. Once I have the entire geode tied, I'm going to set it aside for a few days and let it dry out completely. I've found that I get better color saturation in the center of the geode if I go ahead and dye it once it's completely dry. I'm going to use various red and brown shades for this geode. I'm also going to dye the geode down in the muck, which basically means that I'm going to allow it to process down inside of all of the runoff from the melting ice. I'm going to go ahead and spiral my geode so that it fits down inside of this plastic container. I want it to fit tightly down in the container so that I don't have to use quite as much ice and dye. Then I'm going to place a layer of ice over the top. I want to place a fairly thick layer of ice over the top just to make sure I have plenty of muck and I get good color saturation through the geode. Now I'm going to sprinkle the dye over the top of the ice, and I'm going to apply the dye in stripes. I have the dye lined up in the order that I'm using it on the left side of the table. I'm beginning with Fire Red from Dharma, followed by Hot Chocolate from Pro Chemical and Dye, Barn Red from Pro Chemical and Dye, Dutch Chocolate from Dharma, Bordeaux from Pro Chemical, Wild Mushroom from Dye Spin, Oxblood Red from Dharma, black cherry from Dharma, Brazil nut from Dharma, jungle red from Dharma, and then over the top of the entire shirt, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of ecru from Dharma. On top of the dye, I'm going to add an additional sprinkle of soda ash. Then I'm going to set the shirt aside and I'm going to allow the ice to melt. I'm going to place this container in an area where it won't be disturbed at all for at least 24 hours after all the ice melts. Then to rinse the shirt, I'm going to rinse it like normal, beginning by rinsing in cold water to rinse out the soda ash, untying the shirt, then gradually warming up the water to hot to rinse out any excess dye that didn't bond with the fabric. When the water's almost clear, I'm going to put the shirt along with a little bit of Dharma's textile detergent into my washing machine and wash it using a hot water cycle. And after the shirt's been washed and dried, this is what it looks like. Okay, so what do you guys think? So I think the shirt turned out looking good. I am a little bit surprised that the shirt's quite as dark as it is. I mean, I did expect the brown to add some darkness to the shirt, but I've lost some of the brightness like from the fire red and the jungle red. I know part of that is due to processing it down in the muck because it does give it a little bit darker feel, but I think it's mainly because some of the browns just overtook the other colors. I don't mind the brown, and I don't mind the darker color palette. It just isn't exactly what I was expecting. I'm also a little bit surprised by the peachy orange color that's right in the middle of the shirt. I'm not entirely sure what color that came from. It's not bad, it's just a little bit of an unexpected color. So it definitely draws your eye there. I did get really good color saturation, and I have a lot of white sinew lines that add definition to the shirt too. So for the most part, I'm happy with this shirt. If you're wanting a shirt that is primarily red and maybe a little brighter, I wouldn't pair it with a brown. I've done a geode shirt before where I paired red with gray, and that one turned out quite a bit brighter. But I do think the shirt is still pretty. It's just not quite as bright as I was expecting. So if you all have enjoyed this video and the content, I sure would appreciate it if you would like it and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day.